so much to look forward to. So getting a win here in this cash gap, that is all momentum building into a really important phase for these guys.
Yeah, you know, Detonate, they have some things to look forward to. Of course, the RMR, now they have ECL playoffs, and they're a team that deserves to be in ECL playoffs, all things said. They took down ATK, they took maps off of Pain Gaming and Team 1, so what's good? But now they're playing against EG, they're playing against Cash Cup Titans like Hex, George, Junior, and Walco. They've been around the block, they know the drill. And they want that cash to get started here in the second week of the circuit. And it's going oh so well. Welcome to Anubis, where evil geniuses are dominating this pistol round so far.
Oh my
it's just Micro. Are they going to win this pistol round without taking a single point of damage? It's looking pretty close right now. Cole and Micro is heading off to the hills.
Oh, that off angle right there. Yeah, taking some points finally, but the trade comes through as quick as can be. That is a statement round. We were hyping up Detonate so much into this one. We were talking about how strong they were, but this is going to be one of the bigger tests that they have to face right now, right? I mean, all season, they've been taking maps off of some of the Brazilian rosters. They've been really showing some strength, but this is another incredibly strong team with a lot of depth to it. Some comfort in between Walco and Hex. This is just like feeling like he's at home here. If you're Hex, you're not really transitioning into a new team. You're just going back to where you're so comfortable and so confident. So you've got such effective, incredible North American riflers with one of the best, North American oppers when it comes to playing in the region. There's so much to be excited about for these guys joining up in forces.
Got Detonate in the gang. Yeah, seeing all these players joining forces and Detonate have to try and offset that. Again, they are the more drilled team, though, all things said. You know, I understand everyone at Evil Geniuses works together on the strat book. They know each other's play styles pretty well. But Detonate as a unit have been, you know, in the dojo for the last 2 months. Really improving as a unit. Adding in Slight. So we'll kind of see how the kind of sort of puggier style matches up. That's a cool jump spot from Slight. Does it? It sees Hex. No, it's gonna take off his head. How cool is that from Slight?
That is a sick way to open up proceedings right there. Beautiful little headshot coming on through there from Slight. That is gonna strike some fear into Hex's hearts.
Oh,
and another one from Freshies. They're falling to pieces right now. They're gonna try and pick up the pieces here with a little bit of an AXEC. Smokes and util coming on in, but they still have so many resources around it.
All right, Micro tucked in behind the site. 2 HP will get ran down. First kill found. Now Junior sniped back to the AK-47 of Junior is tearing them apart. And then Rush is there with the trade. 2-0 EG.
Jeez, that's such a sick jump spot right there.
How do you hit that? That's an insane shot. But then the clapback there from Junior just brought it all around. About the whole round the rest.
Yeah, I mean, it starts out so well, right? But unfortunately, Detonate not able to deal with the remaining forces there. The trio that still was left from EG, so very strong. And interesting UMP buy coming through from Brett. Bit of a glass cannon going on here. We'll see how this one pans out for him. Extra $600 per kill.
Oh,
ooh, that
Molly
would've
was
done so
destined.
much.
That Molly was destined for greatness. It was, until it wasn't. There could be some serious problems. George needs a flash. I'm not sure he's gonna get one because his teammate in Hex doesn't have one. I mean, it goes one way or the other. Either the MAC-10 finds all 4 kills in there.
Yeah.
Maybe the 1. All right. I like putting the stakes on it when it doesn't really exist, but
it might find a kill, right?
He gets a couple or 0.
The corner, or if he's the first point of contact right now. He gets 1. And it's a very quick response here, but that's a stack spotted out. So I wonder if they're gonna, double down on this, or if they're gonna start to spread out here. No, they're going to continue in. I'm a little bit nervous about Brett's UMP, but they're finding all the other kills, so it's probably not much to fear anymore. Brett, yeah, nothing to fear right there. Junior, quick headshot dispatching other remains, and EG off to the races here. T-sided on this map, yes, but I want to see how T-sided, right? I've been watching a lot of Anubis lately. We saw the like funny little phase vitality game. I felt like that was, you know, a flash in the pan, like a one-off result, right? You don't get that every single game of Anubis, but I think teams are looking way too strong on this T side for me to really be like that convinced that it is a one-off, right? It's not 14-1, but it might be close to like a like 10-5 or 11-4.
I mean, that's kind of been the expectation is like a 5 or 6 round CP side might just be enough. Oh, wow. And it gets worse.
Dude.
Nice try, I guess. I'm not sure if he saw the jump up or anything of the sort. Yeah, what if he just took out the boost instantly, and that's a free opener.
That's a really unfortunate way to kick off the first gun round for Micro, but see if they can shake that one off here and try and shake the offense that EG are throwing at them. Cryptic peeking out towards middle. We'll see how well placed it is. Angry as the smoke fades away. Oh, he's got a double swing though. Freshy's actually the one to take care of business there, and we're back to equal standing. But Hex is still on the A-lurk antics, and right now they've completely left this site dry. You can see how much pressure and how difficult it is to hold right now by the rotations of Detonate. They see one smoke and they're full panic, full worry about how to hold on to this because they bring in 4 players.
Yeah, it's just Cryptic. He's not smoked out right now. Also, not Molly. Has a chance, but then just gets gooshed and finished. But Freshy, his teammate, does drop the bomb, but it doesn't stall them out for all that long. Plant to go through. Slight had that Molly, but no good. Passes that one over to Freshy. They're gonna give this one a go. But these sites are very difficult to retake. Detonate with a little bit of a foothold, seeing if they can exploit it. And Hex just playing the Jiggle Peak game. He goes for the wide swing, capitalize, and that's a save. Time to head out. Freshy will be forced to do so by Hex, and Slight will hold on to the AWP. It's 4-0 for EG.
Very strong work being done there. EG able to pull off the execute Hex, and then coming back again. I said this is back to his home here with what he knows best, the Walco calling. There's such a strong duo in those 2 players there, Walco and Hex, and they work wonders together. I feel like Hex feels so comfortable when it comes to the calling and what he can work with here, so excited to see them back together in the server. We'll see if it's able to continue to deliver in stride here. It's going to be Slight, though, holding on to his AWP, which is a strong suit.
Can we do like a Zen round here, Cole? Can we just do like... Jacob's saying that we're not doing our job round.
What do you mean? Fly's really trying to get a free paycheck here. As the aggression comes on through. Beautiful HE there tossed on in. And Walco waiting for the aggression. So the Ops doesn't stick around long enough to really get the reward. And now Walco hunts very aggressively. 2 kills there coming on through. That leg shot, I think, on the Hex is going to help out here potentially. They're already past this sightline. Freshy's close by. Micro with the scout. That timing, it could not be any worse. Junior right into his crosshair. That's as free as can be. No need to overcommit either. They can fall out of this round here. Take that on over to the A side. They're just letting them fall right into their hands here. The default's working out wonders for EG, and it's going to be a 0-5 start with Slight attempt on a save.
Jacob just doesn't see the art in silence, alright? You just gotta...
You're still trying this. I love that double wing down right there. That is dedication.
Let's see how long we could do. How long we can stay silent before he starts complaining.
I'm the one that is feeling uncomfortable.
Shh. Cole. Shh. Quiet. Slight needs to save. Oh, ooh. You see, we were talking a little. I was actually the one.
See, I baited you out right there.
Yeah, you messed me up there, Cole. Nice try. Ooh, whoa. Is he gonna put on the hold? Nah. Hex takes down Slight. It's back to us for just a short moment. As we're taken away. Still in round number 5 goes down. Round number 6 coming up. Still waiting for that first round to come through. I haven't seen like a big play or anything of the sort. It's been a whole lot of saving so far on Anubis. I think that's kind of the deal with this map. I'm not really sure what makes it so T-sided. I guess it's kind of the Inferno problem where you do have extremely long rotates between sites if you don't have mid control.
That's
also,
it.
sites are generally difficult to hold.
Yes, I think there's a combination of both right there. That's one of the big diagnosing problems here for the defense is trying to figure out a way to maintain mid control, which is a very difficult. You don't have a lot of space to do so. It's very easy to use utility to flush it on out. And the way you find opening picks as well. I mean, those are two very tricky problems. You look at like more CT-sided maps. I guess Ancient you could use an example, or at least old Ancient. The way that CTs could find opening picks was just take the entire map control, and it was easy to do so. So right now you're looking at this map here. It's so tricky to establish ground towards middle. You see how passive they're forced to play. I mean, for the most part, unless you got any sort of like, you know, aggressive maneuvers here, you're going for a dry peek, a contact play, and yeah, look at that. Walko just has to default. He just has to hold his crosshair still and wait for you to fall right into his hands. There's a lot of damage on the follow-up as well. So Brett, at least he's able to establish a little bit of a foothold here, but can't really fully afford to stick around for too long.
And even then, like, look at this. Oh my goodness, Hex just ran through the entire A site and just demolished the defense. Now, this play is still going towards B. It's still, it's still going towards Slide.
Goodness gracious.
Yikes.
So easy right there. Hex, 9-1 right now. And again, map T-sided here. But right now, we're also seeing some very strong players on the T side as well from Evil Geniuses. That's a key detail, right? You have to have the right players to find the entries here. Hex has been a menace on the A lurking. Walko's been able to punish a couple of the times that they've aggressed. Right, he's been very aggressive on dealing with this B aggression. So all of the defaulting players here have been really well placed. It's not the best purchase either. They are rushing towards mid rush with the opening pick, and extended even further by George.
Yep, this is starting out the Cash Cup All-Star lineup that EG have. Right now, it's really laying down the pain at the moment. I love drawing back on Cash Cup history, I must say. That's because I was a part of it. My ego.
Did you say you're like the George Washington of Cash Cups?
Yeah, something like, I guess. I didn't like.
I guess you didn't invent it yet.
I didn't invent the Cash Cup, but I like popularized the idea of the Cash Cup.
Oh. Okay, I see.
See, this is what I think I've done, but it's actually
just you're just the reason why it's so big. Oh my
wait a minute,
Brett. One too many 1v4s for today though. Hex will put an end to that. 0-7. This is some beautiful shooting right there from Brett there. I'd love to see it.
How does the statement go? Should I go out there saying like I am Cash Cup?
Sure. You were there, and you had to have been there in the early ones, right? I don't know when your first Cash Cup was. Probably before me.
Wow,
I was still stuck in Advanced or ECL. I was still casting that a lot.
What was my first Cash Cup I did? God forbid it was when Cooper was playing. Oh God. I'm thinking of the Triumph word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was those were the days. It was Swisher on Yeah Gaming.
Yeah.
We got Triumph with like Cooper.
So that was around season 36 or 35, maybe?
Like 34, like right at the end of 34 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there was Extra Salt didn't exist yet. They were xCloud9.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good Cash Cup right there.
Yeah, it was like Yeah Gaming versus xCloud9. Yeah. When OC was fragging out like a demon when he was orgless and unsigned. Wild days.
Good times. Good times. Be looking at back in this in 2 years, thinking good times as well. When Detonate got around here on Anubis.
Oh, he's unhinged.
They'll get it. They'll get. I mean, surely at some point. They got another gun around here, so they're primed up to do so. Rushes between two flames. Not a fun place to be, but he's still hanging on. He's not taking too much damage, to be honest with you. We'll see if Cryptic can offer up the defense again with this B-side aggression. You can see how proactive Detonate are trying to be. This time there's no Wowco to punish it, though. And now they're getting a lot of valuable information here. And this is how you can maybe make that CT side magic happen.
Just maybe. Just maybe. But if evil geniuses just pull out Bulldozer and run down the defense, things could change. Cryptic at least goes 1 for 1. It's buying more time for the flank to strike. Ooh, the Slight misses his opportunity. Now into the site, though. Pushing past the molly. George forced out into the open. The smoke also helping out. Where were you when Detonate posted their first round of Anubis? I was sitting in my casting chair.
Yeah, what is a casting chair?
No! It's
Do you get a new chair when you hop on the games?
hop on the, yeah, I just have a...
Someone says matchmaking after you're finished casting and you have to get a whole new... You're like, hold on, let me hop on the new chair.
I have my chair closet.
You got a really good gaming chair.
You know, I imagine it like, it's like, you know how like in the movies, like the ultra rich like gigillionaire guy has like a room like full of different like helicopters, cars and stuff. I just have chairs and that.
Chair for every mode.
Yeah. Yeah, my everything is a chair in my household, actually. Don't invest in real estate, invest in gaming chairs. I don't know that. Alright, we're gonna have a fast-paced round. Oh, Hex could just farm them up here. Tucked away into this corner, the wall bangs are in, trying to get up above, trying to find a headshot, but he somehow could not. Messy with the movement, the flash is disorienting him. It's a 3v5.
Wow, yeah, that's a really great way to kick things off right there. Detonate, I think they got away with it big time, though. If Hex would have peeked out, I think he at least would have taken down one there. Cryptic was so exposed and flashbang, but Hex didn't want to peek off the flash because I think he was a little bit too nervous about the potential of what lies around the corner here. Nice little dunkage on the HE to pull things back just a little bit there, but again, no kills confirmed here. And as soon as they vacate that middle side of things here, they start to move elsewhere. So good news is Detonate gathering more valuable real estate here. Now they're gonna have a huge flank. Slight's gonna have the round of the palm of his hands here very shortly.
Oh, yikes. How many though? Oh, 1. Make it 2. And that's the round. Junior just spun 90 degrees to take him out, but that is oh, look at this. 1 first. Junior, oh, he just Slight stood
Nice
up
shot.
and lost his head. I mean, nice shot, cool shot, but at the end of the day, the round detonates.
See if they can follow up off that. Got themselves 2 rounds in a row. If they can make it 3, they could start to build some foundations here on this defense. Again, this T side can be so strong, be so valuable. So if they're able to capitalize, that would be just grand.
There we go. Trying to capitalize on a weakened B site right now are evil geniuses. First kill goes Brett's way. Now Freshie swings, but into too many players. It's prepared players. So much damage from Brett, but he runs out of ammunition. And then there's the trade onto Cryptic. Hex waltzing through the site. Slight looking for an angle, but cannot find it. As the smoke fades, Micro gets an opportunity. Snipes down the first, but Hex knows exactly where Slight is. In this close corner, he's gonna swing on through and deal with them. 1v2 now for Micro, and Junior is gonna mop it up. Evil geniuses continue the winning ways.
So great proactivity there. Hex is playing a hell of a game. He's on 14 frags right now, farming up his storm. You know, you have Junior alongside you holding that right angle, so he doesn't have to worry about that as well, man. I love the communication coming through from those two. and it's a huge response. That's why, you know, sometimes it's so hard. This B bomb site's very difficult to hold. Even if you have really strong crossfires, utility, you know, just a smoke or two can break those crossfires apart. And you can find yourself just left in no man's land so quickly. You can be breaked apart. This time they go back to a slower approach. Evil Geniuses, they use that fast B exec as a way to, you know, get some quick rounds remanufactured.
Evil Genius is in with the setup. X has been just a terror on the A side of the map. He's run through numerous times and battled it out with Micro. Now Evil Genius is going to work that mid control right now. Flash tossed in. Rush turns it though, and it's so telegraphed. Rush doesn't have to think twice. Kills his opening for EG.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough flash right there, right? Bounce it off 2 walls. It's an early alarm, but you're hoping that you can maybe get Rush off of the mouse movement right there. He's looking very sharp, though, with that 180. So great frag there from Rush. And again, they're going to start to disjoint this B-side setup. Brett, is he really going to push past the smoke? It's such a risk, but okay, there's another smoke here they can work with here. 20 seconds left. There is absolutely no time. That flash is incredible. Wildco setting his teammates up for success. And now they've just taken the bomb site with that, mulling every nook and cranny of this site. Numbers being punched in, a kill comes through.
Wow.
But it's just one from Slight, and that's all that they have to offer here. Now, will they be even able to save onto their guns? Still stuck in this round is Micro. Even, you know, if he's saving an MP9.
Oh, hello.
Slight, poor guy, gets caught off guard, and the MP9 now spotted to kill, but the Sharks are in the water here, and he's right next to a beach, so that's not the ideal place.
Yeah, he's also right next to Hex. Hello, goodbye. Hex just the A main rat right now. He's in every position. You can see that easy turn from Rush, and then readjust for the kill. I'm sure there's a better flash to throw there too. It's just a bit disappointing. I mean, they had the right idea too. They had the right idea. A flash accompanied. It's a 1v1 to win there with your basically your star player, Cryptic, right? Getting himself in the proper position. The right call, just not the right execution.
It's a great counter from Rush, so you got to be ready for stuff like that. If you give them a little bit to work with there, like that early alarm for the flashbang, it's not a perfect popper, as we call them in the industry, then not going to do enough there. Again, Walco dispatching of any sort of presence they try and aggress towards. Over on that B bomb site. Perfect flash right there to flush them out. Hex taking space, and once you find the A anchor like that, you're gonna really quickly run on in. That's such deep positioning.
A runaway game right now for Evil Geniuses. As the bomb will waltz into the A site, 10-2 right now. I mean, this is more or less to be as expected for the CT side. It's so difficult to hold sites, hold map control, rotate to said sites on this map. It's a tough time for sure. You know, it makes you wonder, because, you know... Yeah, you know what? It doesn't make me wonder. I was about to say, you know, if you're playing against this map, why don't you just pick the T side to start? And that's exactly what EG did. This is Detonate's map pick, and they elected to start T side on this because, well, even the pros know it's their favorite.
I haven't seen a lot of teams still sticking to like the CT side starts anymore on this map.
Yeah.
I think almost everyone has switched out of this like CT side. Saw it a lot from Eternal Fire. They were constantly picking the T side on this map, and they were doing it before it was cool, I feel like. And I think there was like a huge shift in, like, I don't know, the last 2 weeks, because I think it always has been T-sided, but now teams have really been taking that fact home, man. I don't know what's changed here in terms of the meta, but
yep,
teams have been really nailing this down on the T side of the map, and now it's like, if you do pick that CT side, then prepare for a tough start. Like, you're gonna have to really claw back this half.
Yeah, a lot of you guys know the Vitality Phase game. That's probably the most high-profile showing of the C-sided nature of this map. 214 1/2.
Yeah. Insanity. Look at this again with the space from Rush established. Always getting that valuable control here. 2 opening picks from George, and he catches them as soon as they try and rotate. That's perfect time for Rush to strike. As soon as the players start to fall elsewhere, you know there's going to be some panic, and they capitalize accordingly here. Mid pressure cut off as well. Junior delivers, and now it's just poor Cryptic here on the wrong side of the map.
God, what are you supposed to do against that? The first kill goes down in the sewers position, and then you're forced to rotate your mid players. And as soon as your mid players start rotating, they get shot in the back or shot as they're trying to move away from the angle. And they're toast. There you go. And Junior's just holding the threat angle in middle with an AWP. There's simply no beating the op on that line. It's just so clean from EG. And Detonate. They're down 11-2 on their own pick. Of course, you know, you can prey on a great T side, but eventually one of these individuals is going to pop off here for Evil Geniuses, and that will just knock the map over to their favor.
See if they can find any sort of cushion here. Got themselves dug into a bit of a hole here. They got to do it with Deagles if they want to really build in a firm foundation, something to work off of. 3 players towards the middle, and we've seen how good these guys can work with the Deagles. Not out of the picture, but map control starting to be established. This position always trading off the utility, the mollies. Oh yeah, that's a T-side smoke, yeah. The combination right there from Walco and Junior to take that control, that's something so valuable right there. They're just gonna try and push past it. Yeah,
wow.
That's easy pickings for George.
Yep. I mean, Evil Geniuses, they have the coordination. They might be on different squads, but look, Hext and Walco are a duo as old as time. Well, as old as, you know, 3-4 years.
Yeah.
For themselves. They've been teammates. They know how to make this work, but Brett trying his damnedest to keep him in the round. Ah, he can't find an AK. Now he does, but he only has 10 bullets in this thing. To make a couple kills happen, it's almost working out. It does work out. It's going to be an eco victory for Detonate. That can keep them in this game.
A huge X Factor round right there from Brett. Brilliant work coming through. That's a very hard shot to hit. You miss one single shot right there, your aim's probably thrown off. You're not getting out of that situation alive. He needed that shot. And honestly, Detonate, they probably needed that round here. They're trying to get themselves that 4-11 half. I talked about it coming into this one. You can actually manage that on a T side right now. You walk away with 4 rounds. You get a pistol. You can take it the extra mile here. Especially, you know, this is prioritized by Detonate. This is picked in by them. So, they've got the depth. They've shown their ability on this maps. And it's not like we're going to see them completely fall out of the picture here in that second half. We should see some real strength out of them. They have great T-sides on this map, so if they can walk away with one more, then we could really start to talk about them, you know, pulling this one back.
One more, and then the pistol and the follow-up will be needed out of Detonate. And then even then, you have to deal with Junior, who just, I don't know. I don't know what it was with Junior when he was on, you know, Complexity and the likes. You know, what happened in that whole affair. But against the NA competition, this man absolutely destroys. It's chosen his HLTV rating of a 1.3 since he's come back here in North American play.
Yeah, he can feast, that's for sure. He's going to show that. That's my big concern, right? That's why 4 rounds isn't all that comforting, right? You're going to get an op in Junior's hand in the second half. And you got George. CT side rifling from George is very strong. I mean, not to mention Hex as well. But George in particular on that CT side, he's so sharp. So there's a lot of different elements that you have to worry about here. Rush trying to pressure mid. Taking a lot of fights right now, but only taking a little bit of HP off his shoulders. And baiting out further utility here. They're hoping for a repeat now that Junior scoped up, though.
Yeah, and again, the CTs are forced completely off of mid-control. It's only Cryptic. We'll drop a little cute one way. But once the smoke fades, it's open season yet again. Jump up top. Almost catches Junior. This is a neat smoke from Cryptic. It's keeping them at bay, and even the flank rolls through from Micro. 30 seconds. You gotta make a move here, EG. There's no saving. It's the last round of the half. Molly goes in to force away Cryptic. But what's the plan? They're gonna drop into Canal to try and split this B side, but they're met immediately with the Molly. But the CTs throw a smoke to extinguish. It gives them a chance to get in. The entries are there, and with 10 seconds left on the clock, the bomb's gonna cross and get planted, and there's nothing Detonate can do.
Micro's revealed his flank already as well, making matters even worse here. There's still a chance to retake. They gotta clear out Rush. Turn in the corner. How diligent. Oh, Cryptic spots it out. The flashbang comes in perfectly from Slight to help support, but now their flank is lost. And it's all gonna be put on Walco here in the 1v2 clutch and opposite as well. And a smoke. The first headshot comes through, but it doesn't matter. Slight is on the AWP. He hasn't peeked forward just yet. Smoke on top of the bomb. He gets his pistol out, but Walco finds it straight through the smoke onto the head of Slight. And we'll give EG a 12th. We're gonna be hopping into a break, and once we come back, half number 2.
And welcome back, folks. We're in the midst of our grand final for the Cash Cup circuit in number 2. Week number 2 going down, and Evil Geniuses are looking on top to take another Cash Cup ring for themselves. My name's Fine, joined by Cole Extra McHenry. They have a 12-3 half right now. They just need to close down the CT side of Anubis.
Easier said than done, though. CT side can be very tricky to master, especially when you're getting rushed right now. Hex is a soul man, but he's got the dualies. He's got 2 guns and 2 kills now. He's cut off this aggression. Luckily for Cryptic, he's able to pull things back, but Hex has given another, and he's staying alive still.
Oh my goodness. On for the ace now, and he's only taken a couple bullets for his troubles, and they can't track him down. Freshie swinging for it, but Hex, he's gonna come in for seconds, trying to draw Freshie back into the fight. Hex toying, but Cryptic will deliver. But by that time, the retake has come through. And you're right, it's not even planted for Freshie. He has to hit the shots. The dualies at this range are simply not giving. The first headshot's in, but somehow he still survives. He pulls off the clutch and stops Hex heroics in his tracks.
And that has to be the start of something great here for Detonate. Stopping Hex with a 3K, the solo A defense right there, doing everything for the team. And Evil Geniuses, they can't capitalize off of that, so maybe that's the start of something great here. Detonate can bring back some energy, and they can start to build this T-side foundation. Because honestly, I did not give him much of a chance right there, as Hex was finding all of those kills, fully anticipating that you would see the remainder there. I mean, the rest of the team just show up and deliver, but not the case. Timeout going to expire, though. We'll see what EG have in store. They haven't bought anything just yet, but that doesn't mean they won't. Will they go for the force buy, or do they go for the full eco? I talked about how good the riflers are when it comes to George on the CT side. An incredible CT side rifler, junior. I've already mentioned him plenty of times with the AWP presence on that CT side. So there's a couple of strong suits here, and they're just going to prioritize the rifles, it seems.
All right, so Detonate, the first piece of the puzzle accomplished. Pistol round. Now you need to convert these next few, and then the next few. You know, I think the strategy, Cole, now that I think about it, is actually just to win.
Profound. We're diving into the Counter-Strike meta here today. Just win.
Truly modern.
It's usually what teams will do if they're really good. But right now, waiting for that aggression. 2 players go down, and look at the damage on the Brett. The boost is working. Another headshot. They're committing. They're doubling down, but now they have no HP. The bomb, you're right, it's down, and the flank formulating. Freshies, he has to be the one to bail this out.
Oh, but they're not really aware of it. And in fact, the T's own boost begin to clean up. Freshie strikes, but George, he has an AK and a reposition and low HP for his opponent. The first kill is hit, but 2 bullets. He's gonna switch back to the 5.7 to get the job done. This is how he started the round, and that's how he's gonna finish it. A 1v2 for George, and that's something that'll just break Detonate's back there.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a single 5.7 there. That was all that they invested. That was it. They walked right into the stack. They've had the opening pick. I can't believe how quickly it collapses. That might be the round they couldn't really afford to lose. I said it had to be the start. Freshies with a beautiful clutch on the pistol, a 1v2. The dualies look so sharp, and it all comes crashing down in the very next. That is a bit of a heartbreaker right there, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Hex has been putting on a show as well. 21-8, multi-kills wherever he is. Detonate need to begin their creep again. Need to battle back in this force buy. Or, well, we might see them force buying to oblivion. That wasn't very disciplined from Hex. That's not mega main roster type things.
Yeah,
come on, you gotta rep your boys well.
That's a big blind spot right there, but I mean, he doesn't get punished for it. That's what matters most. Cryptic trying to throw a bunch of shots down wildly. Cryptic knows his way around these smokes here towards middle. You can definitely see that this guy's been playing a lot of Anubis here, but they're losing control here. Now, no man's land. Hex will fall. I said that. That might have been, their last stand is losing that eke around, but if they can force right back, then that's great. And Slight even drops another.
Alrighty then. Walko time to save, and we have a game. You know, a couple Deagle headshots will certainly do. Walko to save. Evil Geniuses probably gonna full eco this next one out. Depends on what Junior probably wants us to hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be a full eco probably next round for Evil Geniuses. Alright, so I said Detonate were completely out of this game. They couldn't possibly come back, but here we are, I suppose. And Walko's probably not gonna hold on to his guns here. He gets backstabbed. Stop, Jacob! Give him a chance. This angle, though, from Cryptic is nasty.
Yeah, he's been working some really good angles there towards middle here, even on the CT side, so what a huge lifeline. Brilliant round from Detonate, showing that they're not out of things just yet. And they got a little bit of life left in them. That's a massive recovery, but what they can't afford to do, they can't afford to let these force by wars continue. They gotta put a quick into them right now. They gotta force Evil Geniuses to wave the white flag here. Because this doesn't leave them a lot of room, right? They gotta play some flawless Counter-Strike from here on out with this sort of deficit.
Seeing another force buy come through for Evil Geniuses. I thought Junior was gonna hold on to his money for that AWP come next round, but Evil Geniuses just want to end this here. See what the gimmicks are gonna look like. As gonna retake the sewers, smoked out. But I love that counter molly. It might not even affect the EG defense here. Just push into sewers if they wanted to.
Hasn't really sold anything just yet. They're still committed so many resources towards this B-bomb site. The smokes will probably further extend that here. And so now Hex, you've seen him do some excellent work on his A side at aggression, but now he has to defend here. He's got a smoke still that he needs to under and right about now as they slowly walk around the corner. Cryptic could catch him. He doesn't find the kill. He doesn't confirm anything, and George has just found the opener.
Further behind the smoke. The spam, though, starting to get towards him. And Freshy, oh, just barely holds on to that kill. 20 seconds, though, and they're sitting behind the smoke. Oh, but the headshot's landed by Cryptic. That's going to get him into the site. And I think that might just seal this round. The bomb, though, still needs to hit the board. He just needs to get punched in. So close, but Freshy does deny. And I think Junior would rather hold on to this M4 than anything. But Walko's sticking around, looking for the jump spot here. Hello. But I don't think they're going for this. It's going to be a save out of Evil Geniuses, and we're going to see another round for Detonate.
Not the best standings to really hunt here, too crazy. Not just yet. Still got a little bit of work to do. And these off angles are so difficult to deal with. That they're gonna get a couple of kills here. Slight's obviously not going to hunt with his AWP. That's a lot of economic damage done right there from Evil Geniuses. It's gonna lead into a big USP round, so it's not a lot being brought in. And
it's a nasty angle.
Yeah, you don't get to see it too often, right? But whenever things are getting savvy, that's when usually gets pulled out, and it's just impossible to really deal with. It's like playing on lake with those like weird angles. If someone ever goes all the way on like the right side, it's just ridiculous. On the CT side, man, it's busted.
Bro, lake, when Source 2 drops, just remove lake from the game. If you guys like the map of lake, I'm not sure I can associate. I mean, you can like any of the 7 maps in the map pool you want. All right, I'm not gonna judge you on that. But lake, who has ever had fun playing that map? If not, you're a shotgun. If you do, you're a shotgun user. So I understand. But like, I sleep.
Boost action? Why not? See if they can find anything.
Nah.
There's someone around the corner there, but not spotting him. Actually, he's on the stairs now, so Cryptic gonna fade away into safety. That B side is very vulnerable right now. Right now they have a single USP. Actually, no, he's even rotated off, so
It's a push through the canals, though.
it's wide open.
There is a push through the canals at the moment. Now, Rush getting out the spots towards middle, but George trying to start his flank. But now one of the rifles down in the hands of Junior. Rush swinging forward, but does get traded. And I think Walco's going to do his best to save, but... Oh, he won't get shot in the back. I think he drops anyways. This man's a lunatic.
Brett. Take it easy.
Imagine if Walco had a kit and he just claws his way back into this round. Nah, he's gonna save. Alright, slow and steady. Detonate are getting themselves the rounds up. Out of 7. 6 rounds the gap. But finally, Evil Geniuses get their full purchase going. It's been a couple rounds. We've had a couple force buys. Here's where things start cooking. I can't,
splash.
man.
There's Brett.
Just gets destroyed.
Pretty easily dispatched of right there. No big deal for Walker. Gets to hold on to his AK Junior back on his AWP. This is everything you could ask for here from Evil Geniuses. But can they find the rounds? It's been tricky for them. We said here, there was a potential. I said they needed 4 here. I'm still sticking by that. But they've convinced me with a couple massive eke around victories and a healthy bit of mental resiliency that they got a whole lot of life left in them. So we'll see if they can continue to bring that life into the server. T-side. While he goes in, he's going to isolate George. He has to bail out of this one. Take a little bit of chip damage with that fast. Footwork's going to get him out with relative ease.
Oh, this could work. Oh, the fly. Oh, my goodness. Junior should have hit that shot, but Hex is so good on the spin back around.
Gotta hit
Gotta
the
get
AK
that
there.
AK.
Detonated twice.
But Hex is just so good on the spin that he makes up for the error. B-side control is just clamping down on the B's. Forces them to hit this A site. Hex gets to tuck in up close. Junior dropping this counter utility just to slow them down a little bit. Allow for a better position. Dude, this counter utility is starting to barrage these teeth. How do you even get in? Hex deals with the initial entry. Actually, that was a lurk of Freshie trying to walk through the smoke. But they do have access to the site, but only for a split second. Rush still up on the window side. Deals with 2. Clean shooting. And it's looking to be 14-7. Slight. I think he's just been spotted out, and he's getting flanked too. His op will not be in his hands this round as Walco, oh, they're starting to make some footsteps, but now Slight, too many angles to deal with. Quick switches out. 14-7 for Evil Geniuses. They win the gun round. They put Detonate down onto low cash. This is looking like the end of the line on Anubis.
Yeah, I mean, they did a lot of hunting there, so they don't have a lot of money. You're right. That's very surprising. A tough go about things here. Crypto gonna get into an AK. They know that their position is not too strong. It's a weird purchase here. They're kind of half committed, half in, half out. And that, if they don't win this round, that's kind of how they're going to be in the next round as well, right? It's going to be one of those half purchases. I mean, obviously full buy, but you're not going to have all the tools at your disposal. So you got to make some magic happen here once again.
What's the play here for Detonate? They're really hoping for an individual miracle. It's kind of what got them in this half in the first place. You know, they lost to the full eco of Evil Geniuses, then hit some Screamer Deagle headshots to get back into it. But so far, on the wrong foot. And Micro with an armorless P250 looking to challenge George. Do not favor him. For good reason. Cryptic now creeping up middle. Ooh, utterly insane timing. It's just been hit by Cryptic. But you know what's wild too? Walco's watching this.
Yeah.
Yep. Walco knew something was up. Just some spam through the smoke from George. This round is going to be utterly clean. 3 points of damage dealt by Detonate that one. 15-7 for EG.
Yeah, I thought there was a couple missing pieces there in that defense that maybe Detonate could have collapsed in on, but again, a nice bit of awareness there from Walco, and again, there's always going to be some good communication between Hext and Walco, right? That gap that I imagine Hext had called over. He didn't have complete eyes on mid, but he was pretty confident, but still Walco's like, you know what, just to make sure we don't lose this round, I'm just gonna hang on back there. A little bit of mid execute coming through here. Rush with an AK naded down. He stands the line for one, but he does get overrun very quickly.
Oh, now Walco. Oh my goodness, Walco! This is not what he's really known for. He's not known for fragging like this. The flick over is insane. The bomb's on the ground, and this is looking like it's going to be the map. Micro just running through the B site. All the footsteps have been heard. He has Junior posted up on him right now. The molly. Going through, but no need to stand in that one for too much longer. I mean, a 1v3. Bomb on the opposite side of the map. And Micro having to swing past an AWP. I think, are we waiting for the inevitable here, or does he have a chance? Can we get a chat poll running or something like that?
Quick flash. Oh no, it's just a jump up there. And Junior not gonna miss again. He will close things out, and